Hey guys, so first of all, I apologize if you can hear crackling. As you can see at the bottom there, um, I do have a fire going in the fireplace right now, but that's where all the crackling is coming from, so hopefully you can hear me okay, and hopefully that's not annoying, because I just put a fresh, log in there, so it's gonna crackle for a minute at least. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on what is going on with my job at the school. So I may not be working at the school for much longer, and I want to explain that to you guys. So I have just been kind of struggling, and it's not that I'm not good at my job. It's not that I don't love the students that I work with, but lately, they've been trying to switch us all around, and I actually had to call off work yesterday because I had a seizure in the middle of the night, and I was super shaky still in the morning, so I called off just for safety reasons. I felt like it was safer if I stayed home. And I got an email in the afternoon yesterday about the fact that they wanted to move me from the room and age group that I was hired for up to high school. And let me tell you why I have a problem with that. So I don't necessarily feel comfortable with that because part of my job duties at the school is to, in the morning when I get to school before school starts, hold on just a second. Okay, sorry about that. A piece of wood fell and I had to fix it. So when I get to school before school starts in the morning, part of my job duties is to guard one of the exterior doors, and by guard, I just mean make sure that the students are coming in, not crowding the door so that traffic can move. And by traffic, I mean parents dropping their students off or students coming in from the pickup line, stuff like that. And kind of just also making sure that no students are leaving the building once they have been dropped off, because we did have some issues with that at the beginning of the school year. And so basically that's part of my job. And then I wait for my one-to-one, which will no longer be my one-to-one as of Monday because they want to move me to high school. And what I would do is once she gets there, I try to hold her in that area as long as I can while I wait for the other one-to-one. But sometimes she just doesn't want to sit there. She wants to go to the classroom and eat breakfast. And so on those days, I will just bring her to the classroom. Well, they've been trying to move me around, and it's become kind of frustrating. And I've become very attached to my one-to-one, and she's become very attached to me. So I do understand their concerns as far as they don't want her to become too attached to someone because they feel like it's going to create an issue as far as with her learning process and everything, which I totally get. I'm fine with that. But I was hired to work with ages 3 to 6th grade. I was not hired to work in high school. We do have a lot of behavior problems, and the part that I think really sucks about what they're trying to do is that what they're trying to do is have me work in ECSC in the morning and then go to high school in the afternoon. And so I would basically be with behavior problems all day long. And what I should have continued to say is while I'm guarding the door, I have a problem with the middle schoolers as far as they're being middle schoolers, okay? But they constantly try to push the limits and see what they can get away with. And I am more of a calm, laid-back person. I don't know if you can tell that really, but I am much more of a calm and laid-back person. I don't really like conflict, and just the way that I approach things, I guess, doesn't really make the middle schoolers have respect for me. So like I said, I'm not sure why they think moving me to the high school with even older students would be a good idea. So I have actually been looking for other employment. I hate to leave my job at the school because, like I said, I do really enjoy the age group that I'm currently working with. I do really enjoy the one-to-one that I was actually hired to work with. And I've had compliments from her teachers and compliments from other staff about like the work that I'm doing and how much progress I've made since just the beginning of the school year. I meet from August until January now, because it is like almost the end of January as I'm filming this. Like, I've made a lot of progress and I've learned a lot about like special education and using visuals and different tools that I can use to help my students and any other students within the classroom setting. I feel like I've made a lot of progress, and even the special ed coordinator had mentioned that, you know, she's heard from multiple staff members that I'm really good with the students, the kids love me, and it bothers me that like I've worked so hard to make an impact on these particular students, and now you're trying to just pull me away from that. And I had messaged her, the special ed coordinator, and I let her know that I was uncomfortable. And, you know, like, I'm uncomfortable working with that age group, the high school age group. And it would also be completely different. Like, I don't understand. And I emailed her and I asked her, you know, is there something I did wrong? Is there something that I should have done differently? Like, nobody ever mentioned this to me, and I'm finding this out in an email that you're pulling me to high school. You know, like, I didn't say it like that, but in my mind, I'm very frustrated even now just thinking about it. Like, I have a job interview tomorrow, I will tell you that, and I will make another video explaining kind of the situation and the details of that job interview. But, you know, I've been looking elsewhere because I don't feel comfortable working with that age group. And yes, could I do it? Probably. But would I be happy doing it? Probably not. Like, when I was hired to work in elementary. I was not hired to work in high school. And, you know, I just don't know that it's something that I would want to do on a daily basis, work in ECSE in the morning and then switch to high school in the afternoon just because they want to move somebody around. Like, I don't understand. Especially when you say the kids love me and that I've learned a lot and made a lot of progress and that I've been doing well, and you haven't heard anything negative about me. Like, I don't understand, you know, like, it's very frustrating. So I guess I wanted to let you guys kind of know the situation and what's going on. It's something that I'm struggling with right now, I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, when I was hired at the school, I thought that this was gonna be like something at least, you know, I could work at for maybe 5-10 years while I finish like my college experience with my bachelor's, and then like trying to get into medical school and all that. But obviously this is like showing me how much I'm valued, which doesn't feel like very much right now. So anyways, like I said, I just wanted to let you guys kind of know what the situation is at the current moment. And I'm curious, like, if this happened to you guys, would you do the same thing? Would you just suck it up and deal with it? What would you do? Do you think I'm making the right decision? I will tell you, I have spent countless nights over the last few weeks not really sleeping, and I've had a lot on my mind because of this whole situation. And so I just hope that I'm making the right decision for everyone involved, because like I said, there are kids that have grown to depend on me. And, you know, like, I've formed a lot of relationships with different students in the elementary school. Like, they will come up and talk to me in the morning. Like, after Christmas break, they came up to me and told me what they got for Christmas, and, you know, were asking me if I liked certain types of movies, and, you know, just like creating a bond with the students. And I feel like that's important. But I feel like I did all that for nothing if I'm going to be pulled up to the high school where I don't even want to be. And part of me making the decision to start looking for employment elsewhere is because I can't see myself continuing to stay in an environment where I'm not going to be happy. And like I said, I've done a lot of consideration and thinking about this, and I just know that this would not be a good move for me. So anyways, let me know your thoughts, and I will talk to you guys next time.